श्री अकाल, नमस्ते आदाब। दोस्तों मैं हूँ शेरन एंड you're watching Hunny Walia shows। दोस्तों आज हमारे पास एक स्पेशल गेस्ट है जिसका नाम है Angela Karwal। Angela was born and raised in Edmonton. She has 2 beautiful children, is married, has a career, and owns her own business. How does she manage all this, you ask? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Angela, thank you so much for being on our show.
Yes, thank you. And I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I wish everyone a wonderful 2021. Sare safe ro, sare happy ro. And we can get through all of this and look forward all through the good stuff.
There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, that's for sure.
You bet.
So going back to you being a mom and a wife and a career woman and then having your own business, how do you manage your time and play all these roles?
First, I, as a woman, as an entrepreneur, as a community advocate, for me, it's working hard, putting my best performance as possible. Mm-hmm. For me, I have a lot of family support, so I really want to thank my friends, mm-hmm. my family, my husband, my, my parents, my in-laws, my everybody that supports me. Because that, as a family, I feel like to grow a household, to grow your children, it's like you need a village, you need your family.
Absolutely.
To support you.
And it's with that support that helps you do everything and manage everything at once, right? Without that support from the family, I find too, with me, with the things that I do too, if you don't have that support, then you're nowhere. The family is so important in these types of things. So I'm glad you have that support from your family and friends, and it's great. It's great to have that.
Yeah. And my community, they're very supportive. I thank everybody. We've received a lot of good response with our jewelry store.
Nice.
And just even community events, I really want to be a part of that and really support our South Asian community in growing and being the best that we can be.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your jewelry store. So this is a business you started with your husband.
Yes.
What inspired you to start this jewelry store business? Is it something you always wanted to do, or is it something that just kind of came out of it was a chance, an opportunity, or what was the
kind of passion?
Yeah.
So my father is a jeweler. My family, my whole family, my grandparents, everybody, my husband's family, we all come from a jewelry background.
Oh, nice.
I've always been passionate about jewelry. My father owns a jewelry store on 34th Ave. It's called Karwal Jewelers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that. We bought so much jewelry from there. Actually, at wedding time, we bought so much jewelry.
Great.
Wow, so he's your father.
Yeah, so my father is a successful businessman, trusted, very reputable jeweler, and he's trained me. I have a passion for fashion, for the quality of jewelry, doing custom designs. Really what pushed me to become a jeweler is, as a woman, is understanding the type of jewelry that women want to wear, what's in fashion, just having that connection with my community. And I really believe in customer service, guest services. Respect is number one to me, and building that trust. So that's what led me into starting a jewelry store. Is I'm passionate about jewelry. It's in my blood. I've grown up with it, and I really love the jewelry look, the creativity, the design of 22 karat.
So the jewelry store is called Amba Jewelers. Check it out, guys. She has a beautiful collection there. So I know there's a lot of positivity with your jewelry store. Very, very positive women like your jewelry and the styles you have. Have you had any setbacks or any angry customers? If you have, how have you dealt with them?
So you know what, jewelry is an expensive buy. So up front, we really have a good conversation, like what you're looking for, very clear on the pricing, the detail. So if somebody is upset, I really try to understand why they're upset, how we can fix it. For me, it's not the money, it's not making the money, it's making our customers happy and satisfied. And building that trust that I can be your family jeweler. So for me, it's not about, I want to make this money from them. I just want to have this one-time deal with them. No, I want to have a deal with my customers long-term, and I want to build a strong relationship that, they can refer me to their friends and family, that they're like, hey, Angela is somebody really good to deal with. Amba Jewelers is a place to go. Their pricing is right. And customer service is number one for us.
Oh, and that's so important, getting the respect from your customers and clients, because word of mouth is the biggest thing in any business, for that matter, right? Word of mouth, go to this person, she treats you with respect, their stuff is really good, jewelry is perfect. So I think that's very important too, where the respect comes into play. Well, that's great, good news, and you're doing really well. And what about COVID? Has that really hurt you guys as far as the business? Do you make appointments to have people come in and look at the jewelry, or?
So I feel for every business owner. It's been a really tough last 8 months as a business owner. There's a lot of uncertainty. We don't understand if there's going to be a lockdown. If we have to manage restrictions. I do really respect the government, especially in Canada, providing all the support lines that they have provided us. There's been a lot of support. I really support a lot of community members who have been giving a lot of advice to business owners. I'm also a part of an ATB board, a business board, and we've been providing a lot of advisory to business owners on how they can, reduce costs, how they can stay up and going in COVID. Absolutely, everybody has seen a shift and a change in COVID, but my advice is stay positive. We're going to get through this. Manage your business. Take it, 1 week at a time. Everyone is going through a difficult time, but I think the key thing is, staying part of the community, keeping your product up to date, understanding your customers, and we've actually changed some of our strategy. We've been now selling online more.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had situations where I'm doing curbside drop-offs. We're also booking appointments with clients if they want to come at a later time or an early time because they want to avoid the distance or the social distancing within our store. So we're being flexible. We're understanding what our clients need, what our customer needs, and just being really positive and as a support line. And we understand that jewelry is an expensive buy, and we understand that sometimes work is slow and work is changing for a lot of people. So we're keeping a lot of our products in different price ranges. So we have jewelry in 22 karat starting at $200 to up to $5,000. So there's something for everybody. And one thing that we've been really supporting and really providing and educating our customers is jewelry is an investment. 22 karat is a strong investment. You're not going to lose your money.
Absolutely.
So, just giving that advice and advisory to our customers, and the respect is number one. And like you said, if there's any issues, if there's conflict, how can we work through that we can make our customers satisfied and make them a long-term customer with us.
And I think the fact that you're giving them all the options and variety of how to get their jewelry, making appointments, giving them the easy option to actually buy the jewelry and be happy with, I think that makes a very big difference as well, because it shows that, like you said, you're not only in it for the money or that, you care about the customers, you care about their happiness, and giving them what they want, exactly what they want.
Yeah, and I love meeting my customers, my guests, and I treat them like my family, and I feel like they're my family. And like I said, like if it's online shopping, if it's sending them pictures through WhatsApp, if it's even dropping it off at their doorstep and building that trust or video calling them, I'm really open to that.
Well, that's wonderful. That's great to hear, and I'm sure all our viewers are it's great that you've told them that too. They have different options to get a hold of you guys and do deliveries and whatnot.
Yeah,
but that's great. Awesome. So you also have a bachelor's degree in commerce with a major in human resources. Tell us about that. What made you go into that field?
Since I've been in university, I really liked engaging with people. I liked communications. I really liked understanding organizational culture and management. So that's why I pursued human resources. After I finished my degree, I also obtained my designation, which is my CPHR in human resources. And from this point on, I'm still in my career in human resources. I work for an executive search firm, so I do a lot of HR consulting. I do recruitment. I also teach part-time at the University of Alberta. I do HR courses. So I'm really aligned, and I like to be involved in human resources because I'm passionate about making changes in organizations, in how we can manage people and how people can be successful in organizations, because that's really the backbone of an organization, is the right culture and having the right staff.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're a very inspiring woman. I can see how you inspire everyone else out there, especially women. So is there anyone that inspires you?
Yes, so people who inspire me in our community is actually women entrepreneurs. I can't even talk about how much respect I have for all the ladies right now who are dealing with children who are homeschooling, dealing with COVID. We're stuck at home. We can't visit people. As a South Asian and being from the East Indian background, I understand, as us, like we have to make 2 meals a day. We eat fresh food, and we have a lot of responsibilities on us. And I really respect how every woman in our community, the South Asian community, is really keeping it together, managing the household, managing their job, putting in 10 to 12 hours of their work,
Absolutely.
managing the household, their children, all those duties. So those are my role models. I'm seeing how everybody is pushing through this pandemic, and that makes me push through and want to be a community representative and grow within our community.
And that's the best thing, women supporting women.
Yes.
That's the best thing out there. That's what we got to look for, is to support each other in these types of things. So there's a lot of women out there who are unable to set their goals and don't have that freedom or unable to do the things that they have passion for. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so don't give up. You know what? I know it's tough. Push yourself. The good thing about Canada is there's so many support lines that we can reach out to.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're passionate in taking a course, follow up with all the post-secondary education institutes. There's so many. Feel free to reach out to me at any point. I'm a career coach. I know a lot about the educational system and job opportunities. I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to give you any advice I can. You know what? I really think it's important that as a female, as a woman, we inspire and we go for our career. So it's not going to happen overnight. It may maybe have to study. You may have to go to school, but don't give up and always research. Connect out to community advocates. There's support lines. There's a lot of women support lines. There's a lot of educational institutes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Get that information and really work with your family. And if it's your spouse or if it's your in-laws or your family, and don't be scared to reach out to them and share your goals and what you're passionate about, and keep positive and keep trekking away.
Yeah, and I think that's so important too, because being a woman is so hard right now with everyone has that stereotype that a woman should be at home and cooking, taking care of the kids. So it's that stereotype that's out there that kind of makes it hard for some women, because then they think, okay, this is my role in life, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I think it's great too that if someone has a passion, that they should follow it. And we only live once, why not make the most of it? If you feel for something, if you have a passion for something, do it, ladies. Don't sit back and think about it. It's something that's that's going to make your life so much more different and positive.
Absolutely.
Great, yeah. So yours a wealth of knowledge. I mean, anyone call Angela, inbox her, search her up, Angela Karwal, Amba Jewelers. But very inspirational woman, very inspirational. Thank you so much for all your time.
Thank you.
We are not going to let you go yet. We have some fun questions that I'd like to ask you. So the first one is, if you had any superpower, what would it be and why?
So if I had superpowers, I think I would, I would love to grant wishes to people. I meet so many people who are inspiring. They have so many dreams, and I pray for them. I wish the best for them. Any free advisory, coaching I can give. I love people to trust me, and that's a superpower that I would love, is to grant wishes, because I want everybody to be successful, to be happy, and to grow within themselves.
And trust, again, is such an important thing in any relationship, whether it's business, whether it's personal. Trust is the most important thing out there. I would say so too. What is the most unusual food you've ever eaten?
The most unusual food I have eaten is probably would be Japanese food. It's a little bit different, and it is tasty, but as being an East Indian, I'm a South Asian. I'm really normal to cooked food. I'm very cooked food.
Yeah.
So
I agree with
so that's very unusual when I see food that is it's not cooked. So I like me, I love garm roti, sabji, and burnt roti, and all that good stuff is good for me. So
coming off the tawa is the best thing. I tell you. What would you rather be, or what would you rather do? Have a romantic dinner on the beach or dinner in Paris?
I would probably love a dinner in Paris, because I'm a very curious person. So I love sightseeing. I love meeting new people, seeing new cultures. I love diversity. So for me, I would love to be in a new place like Europe and be able to walk around and feel the culture.
Oh, I'm completely that way too. Tourism and seeing all the different kinds of things there, that would be my thing too. If you were a Bollywood actress, who would you want to be your hero?
Oh, my hero. That's interesting.
There's
I
so
don't
many to
know.
choose
There's so many to choose from. I guess I would say my favorite actor would probably be like Hrithik Roshan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
I agree with you there too. So who would you say is more stubborn, you or your husband?
I would say I'm more stubborn. My husband is more the soft touch. I can say I'm a go-getter. I am a bit competitive as well. But I think as a woman and trying to grow and to be, independent, that's how you have to be. I really have to give that advice. And like I said, people have always told me, and I always have kept this in my mind, if one door shuts, 5 other doors will open. Just be patient and that time will come, but don't give up. And you know what? Believe in yourself. And like you said, one door closes, many more will open, and just be positive.
Yeah. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. That's why I always say there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
Angela, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on our show. You're, like I said, very inspirational, and you're really a go-getter, and you're just fabulous. Contact Angela Amba Jewelers, and thanks again for coming on our show.
So thank you for having me on the show, Sharon and Hunny Walia. Make sure you watch Hunny Walia's shows. They're amazing, ththey're exciting, and I definitely want to wish everybody the best this year. We're going to get through this, and best wishes for 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. और हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए थैंक यू सो मच. अगर आप हमारे शोज़ पे आने चाहते हैं और अपने लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करने चाहते हैं तो प्लीज़ हमें इनबॉक्स कीजिए या कांटेक्ट कीजिए. For more Hunny Walia shows, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. Until next time, thank you so much. Take care.